the fresh maker.
Hello Jaxers, it's TheFerrel here, and I'm here to show you how to change the batteries in your Saturns. Now this is the same method that is used for changing all three types, original, ultra bright, and the blue diamonds. So let's get started. First materials you will need. You'll need a 1/16 inch diameter screwdriver, can be found at usastrojax.com or at any hardware store. Your batteries, they are button cell L736. These are also found at US Astrojax or on any other site you would need. A pin popper, and I recommend having a blunt pen, a big thick blunt pen used for putting the pins back in when you're done, and obviously your jacks. Okay, first we need to disassemble and take the Astrojax off the string. So for this we will use the pin popper, and the way I will show you this is kind of my way. I do everything. There are other ways, but this is the way I like to do it. First, you start by holding the top of your pin popper, insert it through the back of your Astrojax, and just like this, hold with 2 fingers on each side of the ball, and point it downward, and then you pop the pin out, just like so. So then taking the top of the pin popper off, you now have the ball off the string. Now next, you will use your screwdriver and take out the screws. Now you need to be careful not to strip your screws, so the way to avoid this is while you're unscrewing, you will insert the screwdriver head into the screw, and while applying compressive force, just gently tug at the screw until you hear it release from the threads. Then after you feel it release, it should just be a little pop. Then you take out the screws real quick like this. Now let's do the other one real quick. Okay, now once you've taken your screws out, be sure and keep track of all your things because all the parts are small and they're easy to lose. Now, we disassemble the ball, like so. So one thing to remember is to always be sure you keep track of this little guy, which is the button that pushes the Saturn on and off. Okay? Always keep track of that. Now to take the batteries out of the Saturn, what you will need to do is using either a flathead screwdriver or one of the grooves of your Phillips head that you've used to take out the screws. You gently grab the tab underneath and you gently place your thumb on top of the battery and lift the tab outward. Just like that. And then you poke the battery through the back and out the front. So you've now taken the batteries out. So now, in order to bring out the new battery, you will bring out a new cell off of your button sheet, and then in a similar fashion that you took the battery out, you will place it back in. But before doing so, I recommend pushing down this top tab on your battery casing. That will ensure that your battery stays in place. Because a lot of times what will happen is you will put your batteries in, and then after a while they'll start rattling around, and it'll seem like they're dead, but they're really not. So now you've put your battery back in, and then using your same screwdriver, just push down that tab to secure it in place. There you go. That is how to change a battery, and you would repeat with the other 2 batteries. Now to reassemble your Astrojax. Okay? First thing you want to do is remember that plunger. You want to place that back in, just like so. And now you want to, there's a circle right on the opposite side where the batteries are. You want to make sure this circle lines up with that plunger, or else your Astrojax will not turn on. So you place that in there, place the ribbon back on, then you place the top on, and make sure you put the screw holes, you put the screw guides over the screw holes, and then just kind of wiggle it around and make sure it's tight. So now you want to re-screw in your screws. Now best way to do this is to place them in, turn them the same way you turned to get them out until you hear a little pop, and then you screw them back in. Because what that does is that sets the screws within the thread, and it makes it a lot easier to put them back in, and it also keeps your screws and your screw holes really nice for lots of years of play. Alright, now that we've reassembled the ball, let's put it back on the string. So now this is where the big blunt pin I showed you comes in. So first you rethread the string through the hole, place your pin, put it down the hole, use your finger to get it in there, then set it on the ground, and use your blunt pen to push that pin back in. And there you go. You have now changed your batteries. There you go. Best, I recommend to do it once a year, or if play dictates, if you use your blue diamonds a lot, you're obviously going to need to change them out more. So be safe. Always ask your parents' permission before raiding the tool shed. And yeah, keep jacksing and have fun. See you later.